It is April 5th, James's birthday. So naturally we are not relaxing or celebrating. We're slaving. He wanted to work on the barn, so here we are. We're gonna get some really nasty storms this afternoon with a lot of wind and rain. So we're gonna try to get a few more pieces of metal up over here. All right, baby, about ready?
Yep.
As you can see by that video, the wind is picking up, so we definitely aren't going to be able to put on any of the bubble wrap or the metal roofing. So now I've cut James a couple of boards, and to be honest with you, I don't know what they're for. He's putting one of them up over here. James, what are those boards for?
Just trying to straighten out this outside board because it's wavy, so we can...
Okay. Now he's putting another one in there, which is kind of the middle of the barn, and then he'll put another one up over there in the corner. You can kind of see up here how this board on the outside of the barn here is not perfectly straight. So by putting in those boards that James is, it's kind of straightening it out. Actually, it's straightening it out a lot. So now James is just putting up some support cross bracings because of the nasty wind that's coming. Because this half of the roof is done, we don't want this thing to turn into a sail or a kite and just mess it all up and rip those trusses down. So we're gonna add some cross bracing. So this cross bracing we will actually take down as we're putting up the metal roof on this side once the storm has passed. So hopefully tomorrow we'll do that, but we'll see, weather permitting. Okay, so it's a lot more stable just by adding a couple of these boards and supports. So hopefully when the nasty windstorm comes through later on today, it doesn't cause any massive damage to this barn. Now I'm gonna prep for actually putting on metal. So like we did around the doors over there, we need to put some wood in this space here and every one between those 2x6 skirts. And that is so that we can obviously fasten the metal. And James is over here on this side of the barn, moving a bunch of dirt so that we can get the metal in. It's looking good, babe. So I definitely misunderstood that assignment. I thought I was supposed to fill the gap in between every single board for this whole back part of the barn, assuming we would have to do it around the entire barn, but I was way wrong. Apparently I only needed to fill in those spots up to the header. So just literally these and then these. James just came over to check what I was doing. And I was all the way up here putting that one in. And he was like, what the heck are you doing? And I said, I'm putting in those boards you told me to. And he's like, no, you only have to do it up to the header. So, I don't know, men, if your wives are helping you, maybe be very clear with the instructions because we don't know what we're doing. We're just trying to be helpful. So anyway, this side is obviously done. It's actually overdone. And now I'm gonna go work over here. All right, this part is done. Okay, so we got that dirt moved out, and then he started putting these bottom metal trim pieces in that the bottom of the metal will sit on. He's got another piece there. And now he's working along this way. And baby Isaac is handing him nails. So he's using this to find where the bottom should be for grade. with that thing.
This is called bottom trim. This goes on first, and then you actually put your panels, you set them right on this lip here. This keeps critters out, keeps the rain off your building, wicks it right off of that edge. I don't know what I'm doing.
But we're gonna figure it out, aren't we,
I don't
babe?
care. So we got to put an angle on this. Don't watch this part though. This is sketchy as all get out. Sketchy. Did I want to do that? I need my other angle cutters. Nope. Let's try the green ones. That's better. Ooh, it's ugly. By the time I'm done building the barn, I will get good at this. Let's do it. Uh-oh, am I gonna have to trim underneath that door, hon? Excuse me, pardon.
I mean, that's pretty darn good.
That's terrible.
What are you talking about? It looks good.
Let's fix it.
What?
What I reckon?
When? That's much better.
It's terrible.
It's fine.
Yeah, it gets covered with corner trim anyway.
Exactly. That'll work.
This ain't supposed to be there, that hole, but
Whoops.
underneath don't look too bad though.
And this is what we're using. Just some rough-and nails we had laying around. We've got some
Bought
long
them
ones.
a long time ago. I've had them sitting in my garage the last couple houses we've lived in.
Really? That long?
Mm-hmm.
We've got some longer ones and some shorter ones. Done on this side. He's putting up that last piece over here. And man, it's getting daggone windy again. Dirt out of the way, and now James is extending that trim along this side. And then he'll line it up with what we got done here on the back. Putting on the very last piece. It's a good feeling to get one part of the barn done. See you guys next. So now he just has to cut this corner off and it's done.
All right, since we got the base trim in, I changed into my shorty shorts. We are now going to be putting in our J channel. So the J channel is just what the metal siding sits in. Have something to seam it up. Makes a good transition to this stuff here.
It makes it have like a complete and a finished look.
So
Okay, there's those shorty shorts. You look like a real hillbilly, babe.
Okay, so you can see how we got these angles in here, those 45s, but more importantly, if you look on the inside of right here, where my thumb is, see how I have the metal overlapped this right here? And then all this metal overlaps. That's because when if rain falls down in here, it'll wick down here. It'll go all the way down the J channel, and it's gonna hit this piece, and the rain will come right off.
Door number 1, done. Now he's working back here on door number 2. I think I already said this previously, but this door will be the front entrance to the whole part of the shop. This back part of the shop, from that garage door in, like a big rectangle, it's actually going to be our woodworking shop area. It's going to be, there's even going to be walls built on the inside. So this will be the door into the woodworking shop.
Okay, let me show you how I'm cutting that metal. I'm not perfect at cutting metal. This is really, I've done J channel before. This is all this is J channel. So you're just gonna cut your 45s in it, just like that. And you could be more precise by actually putting a square up there and cutting a real 45. I just eyeballed that really. So now I'm gonna cut this flap off. There's that. Now I'm gonna cut this flap. Like so. I'm gonna cut it even in there. So now I'm gonna bend this down, just like that. Now this is a little long, so I'm gonna go ahead and trim that, and then I'm gonna trim the edges just slightly, where it doesn't get in the way when I drop it down through the other J. See if this fits. After you get done cutting everything, make sure you fold these tabs down so they go down into the J that's around the door. That way if water runs on here, it'll run down through that J off to the ground.
Perfect. Like a glove.
That's not too bad. I'll take it. I'll accept that one.
All right, door number 2. The storms are getting close. Man, it's windy. Dark clouds are starting to roll in.
We're gonna go ahead and work on trimming out this garage door, and he has made some pieces for me. I asked for a specific kind of piece. He said he doesn't do that, but he does make a piece. They're 2 pieces you gotta put together. We'll see how it ends up working. I might have to use a little bit of silicone, because I think the way that he described it to me, I'm not sure I like it, but he was cheap in the metal range. So we're gonna trim this out. We got an oak header up there. That sucker is stout. That's solid oak header. I am gonna put another one on the other side just for more rigidity as far as this way, but that sucker,
It's heavy.
That would hold my tractor up.
It feels like a piece of concrete when you pick it up, like a 12-foot piece of concrete.
I got to put some more anchors in here before I put the metal in.
Okay.
Which I'll do too. If you get that screw gun, I'd do that now too.
Okay.
These are the GRK structural screws. These things are really nice. You can run them straight into wood. You don't have to pre-drill. It doesn't split anything out. We're about to run a total of 4 of these into an oak header and solid oak. I mean, this stuff's super hard with my DeWalt drill, which we got 1 bar battery, so it might kill it, but we're gonna run that through and attach it to our 6x6. We already have several screws in it already, but just for a little bit of extra. Now this is a header, but it's not supporting anything. This is on the gable side. These trusses support everything up above it. So the only reason why this is there is just for the hardware for the garage door, a little bit of rigidity so nothing moves back and forth.
So the 2 screws run over here and over there. So now we're ready to put the trim that'll go around this for the garage door.
Per usual, James wanted to spend the entire evening working on the barn, but I finally got him to stop so we could come back to the house and celebrate his birthday with cake and ice cream. The boys, of course, loved singing him happy birthday, and it was a great day. I hope they see how hard he's working. We're so blessed to have him. He has an amazing work ethic, and I hope that wears off on our boys.